Hello, everyone. I am Cheryl. I'm the managing partner and founder for Consultant Proficiency Resources, otherwise known as CPR LLC. Thank you so much for joining us on this YouTube channel. This channel is dedicated to minority-owned, women-owned businesses that are on their faith walk. This channel has a winning formula to help you if you are interested in resuscitating, reinvigorating, revitalizing not only your businesses, but your leadership skills, taking it, elevating it to the next level. This YouTube channel will serve as your coach, where you apply some of the techniques, take it back to your workplace, and improve on your leadership skills totally free of charge. CPR LLC practice include biblical Torah principles with business principles. We contend that's the winning formula for 21st century small business owner and beyond. Having a healthy, positive, creative work environment really elevates your game, regardless of the industry that you're in. So if you're interested, again, please subscribe, share with someone, share with another friend, and of course, hit the notification bell so you will receive all of the future training tidbits. I have a video on moral leadership I would like to share with you, and I'll be right back with some final thoughts. Again, thank you for making CPR LLC your coaching tidbit of choice. Hi there, and welcome back. Before we proceed, a little bit of housekeeping duties I would recommend just to make yourself comfortable. And this is kind of setting the scene as if you were coaching virtually or one-on-one. Get a comfortable place where there are absolutely no distractions, so you could allow your thoughts to flow freely. Always have pen and paper handy, or if you're more up to date, your notepad or the note function on your iPhone or Android. And why not get a cup of tea or coffee so that you can sip while you allow the words to register with you. Having done that, I would recommend before you proceeding on this video, writing your first thoughts about the moral leadership video that you've just seen. What are the first 5 things that came to mind? If you don't have 5, that's okay. But the first 1 or 2 or third thing that came to mind. This will just take a few seconds. You can pause this video and then come back. So welcome back. Hopefully you've done as instructed. And some of the things I want to share with you as we start. We are hitting the ground running. We're off to the races. There's no time than the present. So yes, there will be homework with this video. So I just illustrated, shown you a moral leadership video. Do you have other examples of leadership that you might be mindful of? Have you ever heard of the term moral leadership? And if you have not, that's okay. What I would like you to think about and process, rather than the term moral leadership, is about the concept of doing the right thing. Not sometimes, but all the times. That's going to make a difference. Doing the right thing all the time is going to make a difference in your business practice. And while this may sound very small, it is huge whenever there's an issue. And this method has been tried and proven in both corporate, where I was, and I've seen it in practice today when I work with other individuals as well as working with clients. So whether it's my corporate account, or whether working with individual clients, I have seen this prove to be true. So that's something you want to keep in mind. So when we think about moral leadership, think about just doing the right thing all the time, and understand that as a leader, that you have your staff that are watching, and of course you have clients. And understand this, every encounter, and I'm looking at you, so I want you to really understand this. Every encounter is a prospective client. That means whatever you do and say can make a difference in a future sale for your business. So be mindful of that as well. So it's not about being fake. That means you possibly may have some homework. And speaking of homework, this is what we're going to do. As I said before, these sessions, it's going to be very brief. The goal is to give you some applications and a couple of technical terms, but break it down so you can understand. But more importantly, it's about showing you and then using and applying it, right? I just want to read you from my blog. I do have a blog. I recommend that you visit the blog as well. It has a plethora, a wealth of information, free of charge, that you're definitely going to like. So I would recommend you go to my blog and subscribe as well. But I did write a blog on moral leadership because we're getting into the moral leadership series, moving a little away from a toxic workplace series, but it all ties in. As a leader, you set the agenda, you set the work climate in terms of what the employees do not do, what your clients do not do, and how that is received. So that's something I want you to think about. So let's look here at, so I'm looking on my phone, looking at an article that was written on moral leadership. And part of that, it had a study. So this 2019 study that was done by State of Moral Leadership in Business. And according to the study, among 1,105 US employees, now when you think about US, that's a small amount, but it's still very important. So among the US employees surveyed from a cross-sector of industries, so it's business, IT, healthcare, customer service, hospitality, 87% of respondents said the need for moral leadership in business is more urgent today than ever before. Should I repeat that? Let that sink in for just a couple of seconds. 87% of respondents said the need for moral leadership in business is more urgent today than ever before. So regardless of the industry or life as a whole, we as a society really open the Pandora's box to a level of wickedness. And again, this channel is dedicated to those individuals who are also on your fate wall. Because many times in business, it forces you or it compels you, from what I've been told, it compels you to do the wrong thing to bring about a certain change, a desired change that you might have wanted. But is it a good thing? It may seem like a good decision on the front end, but is it? Many times as leaders, we don't think about the end result, and we have to, right? And the end result is where you're starting the journey to that final destination, but it doesn't stop there. There are a number of activities that happen once that business transaction has ended, including future business transactions. So it comes back full circle. So now I'm going to share with you, based on the blog, some attributes of a moral leader. And the goal is to allow you to do some self-reflection. It's called self-actualization. I'm not going to come to you as my client and beat you over the head and saying, I need you to do this, I need you to do this. This process, for it to stick, it has to be you wanting a change. The same decision that made you click on this channel, that made you click subscribe and click notify, is the same decision you have to make to do the work in order for it to take form and center stage. Agree? Okay, let's go. I'm going to give you the 10 attributes. Again, this can be located on my, my blog page at CPR LLC. I'm going to read off all 10 attributes of a moral leader. There may be a few you may want to add, why not? But the goal here is to look at the 10 and see, well, how do I meet up with this? Right? Am I up to snuff? That's a term we use back in corporate. Am I up to snuff? Am I there? Do I meet the criteria that's listed? So let's look at it. The first one, visionary. The second one, humility. Number 3, integrity. Then temperance, which is self-control. As a business owner, you have to be comfortable with risk. And I have to spend a few seconds on this one because it's still a business. But even though we're talking about moral leadership, we're still talking about making your business grow. So it's important that that keeps front and center. That takes front and center stage. That's how emphatic I am. And when I say comfortable with risk, a moral leader draws that line. And then you, as the moral leader, the line that you've drawn, you have to know not to cross that line. So you take risk, but there's a certain level where you will not cross. And that's a conversation you need to have with yourself and then with your team. So your executive team will be on the same level as you. Then we have inspiring. That's number 6. Selfless. You cannot be selfish. You have to think about your customers. It is a business, and your employees who are assisting you execute whatever service or product that you're offering. So you have to be selfless, not selfish. Creative and innovative. The idea of giving you coaching lessons on YouTube can be a little bit creative because most people think it has to be one-on-one. But I can offer you free coaching lessons to help you elevate your game. It's a win-win either which way, right? You can be a future contractor of mine. And if you have instilled in yourself a sense of moral leadership, I can do business with you. So this is one way of me being creative in helping a larger group of people while still getting my job done, okay? You have to be intentional. Everything's about being intentional, and there has to be a level of sense of goodness in doing so. You cannot be because I said so. Or who's the boss? Who's the business owner? Who's paying your check? Those words, your words have power. And part of the biblical principles that we'll be sharing as we move forward is understanding that biblical Torah principles really have words of wisdom that we can apply. And this will be part of the training as well. So I'm going to wrap this up, and I want to close out and just saying thank you so much for viewing this video in its entirety. I hope at the end of this video, it should motivate you to come back to see the second video. And if you do the homework, you would have feedback for me. We would like you to use the comment section to register your feedback in terms of showing your improvements. I would also include my website address in the description box, and it will also have my email address if you choose to email me because you may have a bigger question or you may have a challenge. We are here for you. We are here to help you do the work as we continue the journey and work on our own as well. So again, thank you so much for viewing this video. Again, the secret sauce, the winning formula, I contend, as a woman walking in faith and in belief during the times that there's a moral decay within our society, and rotten to the core of that apple is biblical Torah principles meeting business principles. It's a winning formula, win-win formula. It works. And that is what I would like to share with you so that as you continue your faith walk, you can still continue operating a successful business. If this is something that you desire for yourself, make the decision today. Subscribe to this channel, click on the notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.